Nala! Stop running off! How's it going, people? Been a while since I've been on. I'm just on my usual mooch. A little bit chilly, as you can see today. But I'm trying out my new Solomon Quest 4. Yeah. See how they handle this Tundra. So far really good. Grippy. I can see why tier 1 lot use it. I think it's a really, weirdly enough, it's a very common boot in Delta Force, you know, in America. That's one of their tier 1. That's similar to our SAS basically. Very common with them. It's my first time out for a while. Not out, but it's my first time on the. It's quite deep though. First time out on the doing a video. I hate this because you end up getting snowblind. Nothing really to report. Other than I'm just going to do this review on these boots. Some of those boots on. Yeah. Oh God, it's cold. Hence me put a bigger jacket on. Yeah. It's dead warm, this jacket. Inside's got like sheep's wool in it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know much. Other than Warrington's had really bad flooding recently. Really bad. I know it's all snow at the moment, but the other day, one of the canals here called the Bridgewater Canal burst its banks. Breached actually. It didn't burst its banks, it breached, and caused havoc. A friend of mine moors his boat up there, narrow boat, and he woke up New Year's Day with his boat nearly on its side. You know, because he tied it up and the water level had dropped. It wasn't great for him New Year's Day. He was feeling a little bit. You can imagine waking up New Year's Day with a rough ass head and your boat's playing up like that. Not great. So yeah, and then we've got more flood warnings in at the moment for Warrington. I read about one the other day, but I didn't know how true it was. I never heard anything more about it. And then I've just had news from a friend today that the River Mersey's looking like it's not doing too well, and the Manny ship is struggling. So we'll see. I'm on my way to the Mersey now, so I'll come back to you in a second. We'll see whether it's really high or if it's all just shite what they're talking about. Well, people, it's pretty damn low to me. Can't see that being an issue. You nutty dog. Come on, fathead. Looks pretty low. I'm thinking could be fear mongering. It normally is, isn't it? Just keep talking shit. I mean, we have had some heavy rainfall, and then obviously this snow. It snowed heavy the other day as well, and then the snow basically melted. You know, after the big floods we had, melted and caused a bit more mayhem. So we'll see what happens. I mean, the tide's obviously out on the Mersey now, so I don't know what time high tide is. I should know, but I don't know. Or I've forgotten. So it might be worth having another look later on, you know, and seeing what it looks like. But yeah, so far these boots are doing pretty good. You know, not, it's icy as you can see there. They've got some great grip on them, some real grip. Yeah, I'll do a proper talk about it if anyone's interested later on when I get in. Show you which bit. I think because I'm wearing them in, there's a little niggle on me left, so that's a bit annoying. I'm going, for your information, again if anyone's interested, I'm going over to Malta in June with my pals, Mark, to basically walk around the island. I'm unsure if I'm going to take these Solomon boots. I don't know if they're a bit heavy, but the thing is the island is rocky. I checked out and there's a couple of dodgy things there. There's a snake, I think it's called a cat snake or something, and these are pretty hard. So I can't see biting through these. A couple of dodgy spiders. I'm not asked about them. But I don't know whether these boots are a bit big. I don't know whether I should get the trainers, because they do Solomon do trainers which you can use for hiking and that. They're a little bit lighter, and obviously no ankle support because they're a trainer, or like a running shoe. I might have a look at them. But I kind of want something breathable, lightweight, and with grip. I'm fucking knackered, I don't know why. I'm pretty knackered for some reason. I'll come back in set when I got my breath. There's a chap behind me there in his electric car. I've seen him a few times. I think he stops this for his dinner. It's like a proper hiding spot. I mean, it goes nowhere, this road. And it's really out of the way. But you know, each to their own. Got a good view of the river. You know, maybe he might work in the town centre there, in a lot of tech companies. You know, where the offices and that, where they all work on tech, and some banking hubs and stuff like that down there. Yeah. I don't know if this is my dog's first time in the bloody snow, but she seems to really, really, really like it. Next level. And she obviously goes in the garden to do a business, but she seems to really enjoy the snow. People might think I'm bleeding daft doing this. You know, like getting out in this shit, freezing your balls off. It's not just to walk that hellhound, meat missile, the furry fucking land shark. It's you've got to get your steps in, haven't you, for your mental health. All your body, obviously, but you've just got to get out. And obviously I've been training as well for Malta. Although I can see that's more of a casual walk round. That's not. By the way, my mate's explaining it. It's like you're walking from point to point, but you know, there's no real major time limit. So, you know, and it's looking at views and checking stuff out, you know, like, I don't think it's fucking race, you know, like championship walking, if there's such a thing. You know what I mean? Where you've got to be constantly pavement stomping for hours and hours and hours on end. It's more of a oh, look at that, should we have a look at that, you know what I mean? I mean, we do have to be at places for certain times, but by the way he's explained it, they're massively achievable, you know what I mean? And you know, I suppose if you miss certain times or miss certain spots, always take your time on the next day, or sorry, or go quicker on the next day to make up for, you know what I mean? If you spent too long somewhere, like on a beach or something, you know, I think as long as we're back, essentially for, I think there's one hotel stay we've got to be back for. I think obviously, and then obviously we've got to be back to an airport to get out of Dodge. So there's those targets you've got to do. But the rest of it seems really, really achievable. Like a meander through the Maltese countryside, I suppose. Don't know what it is with this dog, but she has to be in front. Has to be in front. She won't settle behind us. She's got to be in front. Don't you? You have to be on point, you, don't you? You won't go on rear end Charlie, you. Never. Not got me teeth in either, so I'm having some denture work done. Got me basically got me teeth kicked out when I was younger on the causeway, and then I had a filling done on another tooth when I was 16. I went to a different dentist, idiot move, and I went back to my regular dentist about a year later, and he said, when he did a checkup on me, he said, why have you got a filling on that tooth? Did something happen to it? I said, no. And he said, you didn't need a filling on that tooth. I was only like 17 by now, by this point. I'd gone to 16. And he brought up all me, you know, my file or whatever. And he said, yeah, your teeth were fine. You didn't need that filling. So this freaking Chinese bloody dentist woman in Woolston, my mate blagged me to go in there, and I paid the money, you know, for, oh, you need a filling, you need a filling. Anyway, that filling, to be fair, lasted until I was 40, and then it started to wobble, and I had a 30th birthday party, as one does, and my brother had got me these helium balloons, a big silver 4 and a big silver 0, and I was back at home, and we decided to have fun and inhale the helium, you know, and do that squeaky voice shit. And what happened was I popped the balloon to open it, and it ripped my freaking tooth out, the one where it had the bad filling on it. Gutted. So I've got to have the bit that's been snapped off, I've got to have that pulled out, and then I'm either going to go and have them veneer, what are them things, you know, they drill those little spikes in and you put new teeth in, or I'm just going to have another denture made up. But we're in, it's the price at the moment, you know. I'd have them turkey teeth made, but maybe not fucking like mega bright, you know what I mean? I'm not into that shit. Fucking strobe light every time you talk. But there you go. So if I'm not smiling or I sound a bit different, it's because they ain't got me nashers in, and I look horrendous with what, you know, it's not great. But yeah, more to come, back in a sec. And another thing, people, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, belated I know, but I've not been on, so I've not been able to say anything like that to people. Unless I know you and you're my friend and you're in my phone, you've probably had a message. Just rolling a fag. We may have a problem. The hill that I came down to get here was a bit treacherous on the way down. Numbnuts here didn't think it through. As in, I was sliding everywhere, it's iced up. And I'm thinking to myself, are we going to get up this fucker on the way back out? Excuse the language. We're going to find out in 2 secs. I'm going to roll this cigarette, and then we shall attempt to get, as if that walk was only half an hour, and then we're going to attempt to get up this hill. Now, my driving isn't bad. It's declined over the years, believe it or not. I used to be really, really good. And that was because I did a lot of, back in my day, in my youth, I was a heavy plant machine driver. So I drive all like dozers, track machines, dumper trucks, articulated big dumpers, all off-road, and it kind of, especially on the dumpers, on the ATDs, the articulated dumpers, you learn a lot about diff locks and how to drive off-road. A lot of lads that drive dumpers can't drive shit. But I picked a lot up. And then obviously to get to the locations we're working on, some of them were made like very remote. So we used to have Land Rovers provided by a company called SHB to get onto the sites and shit and stuff. And often I'd be driving those, and mega off-roading, you know what I mean? But now I'm not, it's just not as good. There's not many opportunities to do it, to be fair. Well, I'll see if I can spin this round and I'll show you what we've got to do. Right, it'll probably fall off. I've got to get off this curb first. Yes, we're off the curb. Hey, the phone's giving a wobble. Right. Let's just lock this phone down a little bit better. Come on, you bastard. There you go. Right, now it's sliding there already. Right. Now, I'm feeling like I'm just going to sort of tow it. Here. Second gear. Hope it'll slide out on the roundabout. Here we go. It's this bit now. Towing it, towing it, towing it, towing it, towing it. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, we made it. Over the Mersey. Now I've got to reduce the power a little bit here because we don't want to go skidding down here. Because you see that car pulling out there? Yeah. We don't want to be careering down there out of control. So I'm into second gear. You won't be able to tell the gradient there, but it's pretty good, you know. Look behind me. So there we go. Made it. Right. Out of here because I'm not supposed to be on my phone and driving. But that's a private road anyway. Now I'm onto a main one, so I better get off the blower. I'll see you again soon. Bye.